Can you hear and see me now? Can you refresh it? Is there two of me? Just one? One of me is not showing. My end shows two. Hey, Daddy. Can you watch for another 30 seconds or so? Oh, you got two. Now I have two. Okay. Is that better? Can you see? This is insanity. Okay, so you guys will probably see like I'm about to throw this laptop. It's the app itself.
There you go. Working.
It's working now? I've waited 100 years. I'll wait a million more for you. This app, it really sucks. I'm going to complain to them again. I'm going to definitely complain to them because anywho, here goes. Welcome to my channel. Let's start it all over completely. Oh my God. Is the screen still blue? I'm going to check myself. Seriously, can you guys hear and see me now? Okay. Okay, you can see and hear me. All right, let's get started, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm going to be doing a reading for you right now. This is a general reading. You know, I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is wanting to fix things, but not knowing how. Wanting to fix things, but not knowing how. So let me just get some cards ready. This is just too much for me. This was too much drama too early in the morning. Too much drama too early in the morning. Okay. Let me just say it like that. All right. Pull some cards from that. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being yours would do. Okay. Final deck. And then we're going to get started. I found my box of cards. I have a huge box of cards, and I found them. And Michael is telling me to go get a specific deck, and I'm telling him, this is not going to be a twin flame reading, mofo. I'm working with this deck because this is not a twin flame set of decks. Okay. Anywho, let me get back in control of myself. Okay. All right. We use that as a clarifier. Here goes. Fertility. So something was created. There was a situation that was created, and the situation is just something that is, I don't know. It's something that definitely it feels like it's created so much strife, so much struggle, like internal type struggle. And it needs to be worked through at this point. When I say it needs to be worked through, I don't know if I'm saying like, y'all just need to get over it and move past it, that you have to move past it, right? Or if it needs to be worked through conversation between you and another person. I'm not sure. This is something that's going to carry through to summertime. If we allow ourselves to recognize summer's not that far away, we'll begin to recognize this is about to ramp the F up. Okay. Things are going to ramp up, and things are going to be, I want to say questionable. Things are going to be questionable because of the fact that so much emotion that's been stuffed down and clogged up is being involved. So this is going to be freaking interesting. Responsibility. I think the only way to really work past this for whoever is cross-watching, you need to take responsibility for whatever you did. You have to take responsibility. You can't be like, We need to work past this, but then you don't want to address what you did. I wouldn't be willing to work past anything unless you address what you did, unless you really show me that you've taken the time to consider, like, okay, this is what I did, this is how it affected you, and there were other ways to have approached this. And, I'm not a perfect person. I didn't think about the other ways to approach this, but I recognize that I created this situation. And then, yes, we both turned it into what it is, but I was the root causation. I started this. Like anything short of that, I'm just really not willing to hear it. And I don't know that you need to be willing to hear it, because when we continue to allow people to kind of just dance around what they need to address, we're kind of telling them that it's okay. It was all right for you to be disrespectful towards me. And no, you don't need to take accountability because, this is my fault. I don't want you to feel badly. I've entered this beautiful place within my life, within my journey, where I'm like, feel bad. You should feel bad. No, I'm not going to feel bad for you anymore. Feel bad. Acknowledge what you did to me. And then we'll see where we can go with that. But that's the start of the conversation. And anything short of the start of a conversation that would honor me, I'm not going to participate in that anymore. How many of you, for far too long, have danced around conversations that need to take place because you don't want to hurt the feelings of someone who had no problem hurting your feelings? And I'm not at a place where I need to be a tit for tat and hurt you back because you hurt me. No, I'm not at that place. I'm at a place where it's like, oh, you're that kind of person. I don't need you in my life. Right? Like, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that type of contention. I don't need that type of just pettiness. I don't need that. It's ridiculous, And if whoever this is to you, or if it's you, if you really truly want to fix things, you have to really truly know what you're fixing before you can fix it. You have to know what's going on. Because if you can't even take accountability, if you can't hold someone else accountable, no change is going to occur. None. There's no changes that will occur. Like literally none. You can convince yourself things are different, but are they ever really? Convincing yourself something is different when it's not is lying to yourself. Are you tired of lying to yourself? Are you tired of allowing, all of these different behaviors to continue? Because you guys, I've said this before. If you are truly tired, sick and tired of something, you need to start acting like you are. Not just saying it, but then allowing the same thing over and over, right? Oh, oh, oh. Lisa says, I was told when he walked away that I'm the strongest person he ever met. I'll be fine. I said, just because I'm strong doesn't mean I deserved it. Yes. How many of us, for far too long, how many of us have allowed ourselves to be treated the way we've been treated, which is less than what we deserve, simply because we're strong? Just because you're strong does not mean what you're carrying is not heavy. And just because you can carry that weight doesn't mean it's fair for people to continue to load you up, with their toxicity, with their traumas, with their BS behavior. That's not okay. I'm at a point where I'm only okay with the things that make me feel okay. Because for far too long, for far too much of my life, I have absolutely allowed people to get away with legit character murder. No, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. At this point, no, I'm not going to tolerate any more of that. None. I've entered a place in myself where I'm about true efficiency, not how efficient can I mitigate this. I'm not about mitigation anymore. I'm not about just kind of staunching the flow of blood after being cut. No, I'm about disarming you before you ever get the chance to. Like, no, you are not going to approach me in that way. You will not address me like this. You will not regard me any less than what I deserve. Oh, I got to notice. All day, every day. Yes. I now do that all day, every day. I'm going to be selective. I'm going to have standards, and I'm not going to be ashamed for being selective and having standards. That's what you need to tell yourself at this point. Okay? You don't have to feel bad for having standards. You don't have to feel bad for being strong, but still choosing not to allow someone to force you to use your strength to simply survive their presence in your life. No, that is a big, overweight no. No, no. The union is broken. The union's been broken. Whatever happened, their lack of accountability, their lack of courage to be an adult broke the union. Whoever did the wrong, they broke the union. They broke that connectivity. But here you are, reestablishing your own stability. Once you become stabilized, do not re-enter into those places of instability. That is the equivalent of you struggling in quicksand, barely getting yourself out, being exhausted, knowing that you almost did not survive that, only to dive headfirst right back into the quicksand. What are you doing? You don't do that. When you exit out of the situations that nearly killed you, you don't go back for seconds. If you have a burrito, best burrito ever, you left it out a little too long, you forgot to put it in the fridge overnight. Well, it's just overnight, but it has sour cream in there and the house was warm. Are you going to put it back in the fridge? Or are you going to throw it away? And if you're going to put it in the fridge, that carries with it the implication that you're going to still eat that. So if you're going to put it back in the fridge and you're going to eat it, are you expecting to not get any type of tummy ache? I mean, what's your expectation there? And it reminds me, I had this roommate. Oh my God, I have so much love for Henry. Henry. So I had this roommate named Henry, right? A long, long time ago. And he's just the best roommate ever. Totally adore him. And like there could be food in the fridge that's like starting to go bad. And I'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to toss that out. And he'll be like, no, it's still good. And I'm like, Henry, no, that's gross. You're going to get a stomach ache. And he never got a stomach ache. Why is that? He had been conditioned since childhood because, he had a single mom, which, my heart goes out to everyone who's a single parent, not just a single moms, but all single parents. You get a big kudo from me for doing what you need to do to make sure your family is okay and your children are okay. And so his mom did what she was able to do. And that meant not wasting any food. You never throw food away. And so he had conditioned his stomach to be able to tolerate partially rotting food? Have you conditioned your heart to be okay to receive toxic love? Is toxic love all you know? And therefore, you don't think it's tolerating. You think that, well, I'm just, I need to love them beyond their trauma because they've been traumatized. And like we have to understand that hurt people, and everyone has a story, and we have to consider their story. And when we consider their story, we have to have unconditional love for them. And I mean, yeah, no, they say hurtful things to me every day, but it's just they're having a bad day, and I have to love them through that so they can become whole again. And I mean, yeah, a few times they kind of lost their temper, and they kind of like physically harmed me. But I mean, no, 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 they're not a bad person if you just knew them. How do I sound to you? How does that sound? Sounds like you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned to hold the boot of your oppressor. I can say that I'm very thankful that I've never been in a romantic relationship where I had to play that role. And I can also say that I understand that role so deeply because that's what I witnessed growing up. And that's why I have the stance that I have. What's my stance? Fuck you. You think I'm gonna take that shit? Fuck that shit. No fucking way. I don't give a shit. I would rather be alone. I don't give a shit if you love me. That's not love. That's not love. That's conditioning. I'm not your pet. You can't train me to accept your treatment. And maybe if we had this conversation within ourselves, where we let ourselves know, like, I'm not their pet. I'm not simply a pet for you to train. And these are harsh words. They're abrasive. But I find sometimes that's what's necessary to counteract the harsh, abrasive reality that we have been unwilling to witness playing out in front of us. There's this thing called language. What language do you speak? I'm not talking about from nations, right? I'm not talking about what's your nationality or ethnicity and what language is spoken there. No. Is your language the type of vernacular where someone can speak to you in a way that's very logical and very calm and quiet, and you can hear that? Or have you been so accustomed to someone yelling at you, using profanities at you? And so anything short of that, that's not your language. So you won't hear it, you won't accept it, you won't understand it. These words are not meant to coddle you. These words are designed to grab you by your shoulders and shake you into a level of awareness that could potentially free you. There's this thing called cognitive dissonance. There's also this thing called battered wife syndrome, battered person syndrome, where your perception of your reality is so battered. It doesn't require the physicality being battered. Do you know battered wife syndrome? When someone points out something that you know is true, if it's attacking their person, the person doing this to them, they will defend that person. They'll fight with you. I've known several battered people in my lifetime. Several who have had battered person syndrome. They'll tell me all of these things, and I'll quietly listen. And when they're done venting, and I simply reiterate what they've said, but frame it in a way where they're not the one initiating it. They are not the one starting that problem, that issue, that circumstance. Ask me how many, turn around like, no, but you don't understand. You don't know what we've been through. Actually, I do know because you just told me. I do know. I do know because you just told me and I just relived it as you were telling me because that's how my brain functions. So I do know. No, you don't understand. You just don't understand. And I've learned when I detect this type of frequency signature coming from someone, they don't want my help. They want to be able to vent so that they have more space within themselves to be able to receive more maltreatment. Yes, it breaks my heart. It does. I feel badly for them. But I've learned to respect their decision. I've learned to quietly back away because I don't need to hurt right along with you. You don't need company there. You don't need my company in that space of accepting that type of maltreatment. So I'll leave that alone. And in order to leave that alone, we need tremendous distance between us. Things are not as simple as they sound right now. Not for the person who is trying to be a friend, not for the person who is going through what they're going through. This conversation is a conversation that is not designed or intended to make you feel ashamed so that you'll leave. This is designed and intended to create an internal dialogue between the self and the soul, a communication between you and your divinity. You want to fix things, but you don't know how to fix it. You can't fix something that functions in the way it's meant to. People say, we need to fix the government. We need to fix the government. It's not broken. That's how it was designed to function. It's not broken. We hadn't flown a peacetime flag in, I don't know, a long time, a very, very long time. We are invaders of nations. That's how it works. That's how it was meant to work. It's working exactly the way it was meant to work. Exactly the way it was meant to work. Because guess what? There's another component that we're not taught in schools, where you go from a corporate citizen to a state national, at which point you are protected by the Constitution. You see, everything in life has different components to it. And when you're not aware of a component, you're not aware of how fractionated your existence is. You're not aware. But what am I talking about? I'm not talking about conspiracy. I'm not talking about theories. I'm talking about the reality of the structuring of the government. If you're a citizen, you're a corporate citizen. property of the corporation. That's why you pay taxes. If you are a natural state national, an American state national, you are free to traverse the land, to travel the land unmolested. You don't need permission for that. You don't need to register that. You don't need a license to travel the land. There's a whole bunch of different things, and this applies to our daily living as well. Stepping away from that topic of state national stuff and entering into this space of, well, how does this apply to our divinity in our day-to-day life and our relationships? When you don't know where you stand, you don't know the depth of what you can sink down to, nor do you know the depth of that instability that you are on top of. When you begin to analyze yourself and you begin to see, like really truly see where you are within yourself, and you won't be able to do that based on spirituality as it's spread in social media or on social media. This whole love and light, love and light, love and light, that only tells you one aspect of yourself. You could never possibly be a whole person when you continue to exist in a duality, in a dual state. If you are like, well, I'm the light, okay, what do you think follows behind you? What do you think exists inside you? I mean, unless you've inserted a glow stick, inside you is nothing but darkness. Literally. Inside you is nothing but darkness. The human body has no light inside it. You were formed in darkness. Yet you live in a way that you believe shadow of any kind is evil, darkness. We're not allowed to question. We're not allowed to explore ourselves. In exploring yourself, in receiving answers from your higher self, your soul, you're doing something bad. What is it? Oh, you need an intercessor. You need some type of angelic. You need some type of alien, extraterrestrial, intraterrestrials. You need something outside of you, anything but you. No. When we externalize our growth, we're not able to give ourselves the credit we rightfully deserve. And it's not about being able to like flaunt to other people like I did this. No. When you give yourself the proper credit that you deserve because you earned it and you did the work to earn it, you are giving yourself permission to acknowledge, I am this powerful. I can create positivity, not just negativity. Why do you think I never want to take credit for your growth, for your healing? Do you know how many people come to me day in and day out and like, Emmy, you've changed my life? No, I didn't. No, Emmy, you don't have to be humble. I'm not being humble. I did not change your life. I might have played a part in inspiring you to make the decisions that you made that led to the next part and the next part and the next part until eventually you see your life has changed. But I did not change your life. You did. You did the work. You decided to seek me out. You decided to open your ears and your heart to receive my opinions. These are opinions. I don't speak with the authority of God. These are not the words of the Most High. These are the opinions of the Most High's daughter. That's all. They're just opinions. They're just opinions. Opinions of your equal. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what changes you, is that finally someone sees you as an equal rather than what we're accustomed to, which is the compare program of society, where I have to compete with you and I have to compare myself to you to make sure that I'm beating you and winning. Yo, I am the type of person that is so ridiculously competitive. That's why I don't allow myself to compete with anyone, because it's ugly and it gets nowhere. I am so ridiculously competitive that at the time, I had this BFF and we decided to take badminton class together. We were in junior college, right? We were going to the community college, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be taking a badminton class, because we work together as well. We worked together and we went to the same school together. And so he said he was going to take badminton with me so he wouldn't have to wait. And I said, oh, okay, let's go ahead and be a mixed couples team. And, it's college level badminton. And so quite a few people that were taking that class were Olympic hopefuls. See, I'm not interested in competing with someone who has comparable skill. That's not a challenge. I'll only play with you if I know you can beat the shit out of me, because then that's a challenge. That's my type of competitiveness. I don't want to just win. I want to destroy someone who has a capacity to destroy me too. That's fun. And so we're playing, and I know the people we're playing with, they're literally Olympic hopefuls, right? That's what they're there for. They're training because they're going to be part of the Olympics playing badminton. And my partner was like, and so we were playing, and he must have missed 2 birdies. And I'm like, bro, that's 2 points. And he goes, I'm trying. And usually when you're playing mixed doubles in badminton, the female will be in front and the male will be in back. Whatever passes me, I can only go so far back on the court to make space for you. Whatever passes me, you're supposed to get that. Okay? You're supposed to get that. That is your job. And he missed twice. And so what I did, the next rally, I shoved him off the court and I took on this team by myself. And you best believe I was so pissed. I was so hyped. I was so ready to win. I smashed that birdie in her face. I snapped the wrist. It's all in the flick of the wrist. And the whole gymnasium stopped, because as soon as I did that, and I heard I heard the, because I knew I smashed that birdie. When you smash it, it creates such an angle, and I barely cleared the net. So there's no way she was going to be able to flick that off, and I aimed for her face. And I screamed, yes, bitch! And I did end up winning by myself, because I wouldn't let my partner back on the court. I told him to have a seat because he sucks. And then afterwards, after that match, and I won by a lot, the coach pulled me aside and was like, hey, listen. I got told that if I did that again, I'd be excused from class. I'm not interested in competing after that, because that brought out the ugliest side of me, the side that will win at any cost. That wasn't necessary. I had no intention of being part of the Olympics. I just wanted to fucking win. I literally just wanted to win. I wanted to win because she had a better partner than me. And every single time, and I freaked her out after that. That's how I won. I fucked with her head. That's how I won. The moment that birdie got smashed in her face, it screwed with her sense of self. And that's all I needed, because now I don't care if she has a partner. Everything is going towards her face. And because it was that, she was basically, she had her badminton racket like this. She's like, I'm still gonna get you. I'm gonna get you with a birdie. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna make you run back and forth first. Not front and back, but side to side. I'm gonna keep it real close to that net. And when I get you tired and you lower your badminton racket just a little bit, I'm gonna peg you in the forehead again. I made her cry. Her partner was furious. I made her cry. That's not okay. That's not okay. But that taught me a lot. That taught me a lot about myself and how inappropriate that is. Because in that moment, I didn't care if she was crying. I was just like, that's right, get off the court. If you can't handle it, get off the court. Crying is for babies. Get off the court. I'll play your partner. Shit. It's horrible. It's horrible. And when you begin to understand who you are and these aspects of you that are not compatible with the rest of the world, that's still a very valid part of me. It doesn't need to come out all the time, though. Only when it's necessary. Only when it's necessary. And if I wasn't able to allow myself to see that part of me, because that's an embarrassing part of me. I'm not allowed to play video games with the kids. I'm not allowed to play video games with children. I'm not allowed to play board games either. We have to be on the same team, because if we're not on the same team, I'm probably going to make you cry. It's bad. Yeah. But I don't have to be ashamed of that part of me. I do feel kind of ashamed that I get like that when I'm competitive, but I don't have to be, because that can be utilized for certain parts of my life. Very rare instances, yes, but still applicable to that because it's a part of my life. When I learn to temper that side of me, it can be utilized in a more efficient way. But have I learned to temper that side of me yet? Not really. So I don't play games with people. This is why I'm very direct. This is why I am very honest, direct, and just, I'm good. You want to be right? Go ahead. I don't need to be. I'm okay knowing that you're wrong. But I won't tell you. I will just like, okay, it's okay. It is absolutely Capricorn energy. It is. And that's the thing. It's like, that's still the part of me that helps me to achieve the things that I achieve. I just don't need to make it a competition with other people. I don't need to compete. I don't need to compare. I need to allow that to be utilized for co-creation, to simply co-create. I mean, could you imagine how powerful that energy is for co-creation? Whoo. I'm just saying. It's an amazing energy and mindset for co-creation. Competition, because that competition is not ending until I have someone crying. And it's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. I promise you that. It's not going to be me. And that's ugly. That is just so ugly. So then, do I need to be ashamed? No. As long as I'm not doing that still, because now I'm very aware of that behavior. I'm very aware of when I begin with that. The hyperfixation, when that starts. Girl, no, put all the stuff down. Nope. Step away from the controller. Put the ball down. Nope. No, no, no. It's okay. Amanda says, uh, Amanda says, I wish I could have your confidence. I'm so not, so I don't even play. I won't win. I need confidence in myself and my abilities. Well, here's the thing, Amanda. This is the most important part. It's not confidence. That type of competition comes from a space of fear of inadequacy. It's not confidence. That's why I say, like, I can't allow myself to enter into that state. That is an unstable state. There was no reason I had to be that aggressive on a badminton court. It's a badminton court. It's a badminton court. It's badminton. Yeah, that's insecurity. That's not confidence. Confidence is being able to face a situation and remain calm as you select the appropriate response. Being led strictly by emotions, like I would be if I allow myself to become competitive, I mean, that's me needing to prove to myself that I can measure up. That's a complete lack of confidence. And these are the things that I'm learning about myself, is that my insecurities show up in a different way than other people, but that doesn't make me secure just because other people receive my insecurity as a sense of confidence. It's not confidence at all. I'm not even ashamed to admit that. It is not confidence at all. My competitiveness comes from insecurity. Me thinking and feeling and being afraid that if I don't measure up in your eyes, you'll see how inferior and not worthy I am. And part of the beautiful thing about me being able to see this about myself and being very honest with myself about who I am, what I struggle with, it really empowers me to begin making the shifts, the changes that are necessary for me to stabilize myself. I mean, sometimes it's necessary for that side of me to come out. I remember a few years ago, there was this girl who was trying to pick on me. I'm not a victim, though. It's funny. So she was trying to pick on me, and she was trying to show and prove that she's just that much more liked by people and that much more popular because I'm socially awkward and she's not. And it became this thing where she was trying to show me that she was going to destroy me. And so I let some of that come out. And what did I do? What was my response? I left Facebook. I transferred over onto YouTube. And you want to play who's more popular? Bitch, I got 12,000 subs in the first 48 hours. And then I realized what was happening. I was like, oh my God, that's scary. Oh my God, that's so scary. I can do that. Yeah, no, it was scary to me. And that's why I backed off of it. But that defiance, that competitive nature that came out, it was appropriate then. Even for that week, it was appropriate. Why? Because it gave me the courage to find the place that's actually home for my heart at this point. Y'all are home for me. You guys are home to my heart. The space, the community we created on YouTube, and me now returning back to Facebook, I'm finally no longer triggered. I can come back to Facebook now because I needed to make sure that it wasn't going to continue to be this pissing contest because I don't want to live like that. I deserve more than staying in a space of insecurity, causing me to be competitive. I don't want that. I'm not insecure in that way. I don't need to prove anything. And so I had to disappear for a while, for a few years. I had to rediscover myself. After all the things that happened in my life, I had to rediscover myself in order to be able to recognize I am not a broken woman. I am a woman breaking open so that the world can witness the unfolding, the blossoming of a goddess in the flesh. No comparisons, no competitions, no none of that. Just pure existence, existing in my most natural state. And the way you guys see me on live streams, this is literally how I am day to day. If I know you, if I'm comfortable with you, then yes, this is how you see me be. I'm not even like this with relatives. My auntie. So she texted me yesterday. She's like, she wants to have a family Zoom call. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going to happen here? Zoom call. What the hell? And she's like asking everyone for their email address. And so I give her my email address, and that's all I say. I haven't talked to anyone, I don't know, like a year or two. I haven't talked to any relatives in like a year or two, right? Oh, no. Yeah, no, like 2 years. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's been like 2 years. And then so my cousin, who's like my sister, I haven't talked to her in a while either. Last time I talked to her, we were texting and she's like, bitch, quit ignoring my calls. And I said, bitch, stop being a fucking demon whore. I told her I will fly my ass to California and give you a motherfucking exorcism in real life. She was like, LOL. Like, I'm serious. You're being weird. And so I haven't talked to her since. And she texted me last night and she's like, so Brie, what are you going to do about this Zoom call? Oh shit, I was planning to sit there pretending I don't got Wi-Fi with my camera and my mic shut off. She goes, no, the Zoom call is literally all about you and cornering you. And I was like, that's why I was going to sit there with my fucking camera turned off and just be like, and she goes, what if Auntie says, oh, blah, blah, blah. And she puts it all on you. And I'm just like, I don't know. She goes, what are you going to say? I will say, I've missed you guys so much. It's been so long since I have seen everybody, and I love my family. That's what I was going to say. That was the plan. That was a plan. I wasn't going to be competing with nobody and arguing with people. I was just going to be like mute. Like, I'm sorry, my mic doesn't work. Can you hear me? Yeah. She goes, you can't do that. I absolutely can. I absolutely can. I know this is drama waiting to happen. I absolutely can do that. Yes, I can. And she was just like, well, I need to know if I need to reschedule my bitch. I'm not going to be up in that shit if you're not there. And she says, so she's going to reschedule her stuff so she can be in this family Zoom call. And she's going to just like take control of the floor. This is her plan. She's going to take control of the floor. And she's going to say, family, everyone quiet down. Cousin needs to say something. And I'm like, yeah, my mic doesn't work. Can you hear me? Like, oh my God, can you guys hear me? I can't hear you. I was going to do that. I don't know. I don't want to be part of drama. So, okay, Autumn, Alchemist, Invocation. So, whatever the situation is, if you don't begin addressing it right now, this is going to ramp up until autumn, at which point you can no longer change it. There's no more alchemical change that can occur. I'm telling y'all, this is just, I want to know what's going to happen with this Zoom call because I need to make sure that I am busy. Invocation, initiation, manifestation, banishment. I'm telling you, drama as fuck. This is drama. It's drama. So they're invoking, they're calling in something in order to initiate a process. They're calling someone in, they're calling something in order to initiate something. What are they initiating? They are attempting to manifest a situation that's going to end up with a banishment. I wish they would just banish me. One of the first things I said to my cousin last night, she goes, "Did you see the email? Did you see the text message?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "What did you think?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, the first thing I thought was, I thought I was disowned. I thought I had been disowned like 2 years ago. Like, what happened here? Why am I being texted?" I don't know. I don't talk to anybody. Are you kidding me? So the awakening in reverse, like people are not wanting to realize what it is they're initiating. I'm telling y'all, I'm just trying to involve me in stuff. I'm just saying. I was telling her, like, if you guys go forward with any of this stuff, this is just not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Dark matter, the biome. Connection. It's a disconnection with the reality of what this is, and it's a dark matter situation. It's a dark matter connection. Connection is in reverse, so that tells me it's a disconnect from the reality of what it is they're initiating. Expansion, music, joy. So there's a contraction occurring, right? Because expansion is in reverse. Music and joy. Someone's trying to play you like a fiddle, baby boo. Someone is trying so hard. They're trying to play with you so hard. Life, breath, and reverse. Breath is what you use to communicate. Without breath, you can't communicate. Lack of communication means lack of transmission of truth. There are things being withheld. Information is being withheld. I'm going to not make no Zoom meeting, is what it is. Message received. I'm not making no Zoom meeting. If I make a Zoom meeting, I'm going to be in no habla inglés. I'm going to be totally in no habla inglés. Lo siento. No say lo siento. That's what's going to come out my mouth. Okay. This is a lot of upside down stuff. Renewal, regeneration begins with decay. So they're not even trying to regenerate. They are just trying to continue with the decay. Decay, decay, decay. Everything is being decayed. It's rotting. This is a situation that has been placed on the shelf and kept moist for a prolonged period. Decay loves moisture. It's been kept moist. I want to share something with you guys. So we have a basement, right? We have a walkout basement, and in the surrounding area, there are a lot of wild animals, in particular, rabbits. And so my son sends me this video. There's like this egress window where you can come out of it. It's like a half tube to create space for that basement window. It's a full-size window. And so that way, if there's an emergency and you're trapped in the basement, you can climb out. So there's, I think, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 windows, something like that, whatever. So he sent me a video of one of the windows, and it's like the window at a pet shop. 2 baby bunnies fell into one of the egress areas. They're baby bunnies. They're so cute. They are so cute. And they're stuck down there. And I couldn't get them out because I'm scared they have rabies. So I was trying to use, I convinced my husband to hold a huge dog kennel that we weren't using. It's a huge dog kennel. He's holding it. He's holding it to the window. And I went above the kennel with a rake, and I was trying to rake them into the crate. Because I don't know, you guys ever read that story of Bunnicula? The vampire rabbit? I read the Bunnicula books, and I was just like, I don't want them to bite me. And so I was just trying to do that. And they kept burrowing deeper into the fallen leaves in that space. And then finally I gave up because I had to start the podcast yesterday, and we left the window closed. And before I started the podcast, I was like, it's been 2 days that I think they've been down there. I think they've been down there like 2 days. And so I made them a little like charcuterie board. I put some carrot slices. I put some mixed salad greens in there. I included some fresh crown of broccoli. I made sure that it had some water. And then I put it down there, and we're now running a little bunny pet shop through the window. Because I mean, you can't climb down there because you might step on them and they might bite you. You can't just grab them. They'll bite you. So we're running a little bunny pet shop through the window. I'll show you guys. I'll show you this. I'll show you. I'm going to show you. Yes. See, look. They're so small. They're so small. And my husband's like, just grab them. No, my son was like, no, they might have rabies. You don't know. They might have rabies. So they're just going to live their life over there. They're going to live their life in there. We'll feed them every day and give them water. And maybe we can put like a heat lamp against the window so that they can just kind of be nice and warm there. I was just going to leave the window open and let them like run into the basement, and I was going to like scare them out the door, right? What if they chase me? They move fast. What if they chase me? I'm good. Wild animals, they do weird shit with me. They run to me, not away from me. So I'm scared of them now. I'm very, very scared of them, and they're going to just stay there. Is what it is. Right, Ocean Lover. I mean, people always used to say I was cute as a kid, but I was vicious. I'm just saying. Okay. Trusting tricksters. Ugh. The trickster's only power is your trust. You're always free to withdraw it. Don't do it. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in whatever this bullshit is. I'm sensing bullshit. I'm sensing a lot of bullshit. So you have the need for something to end. You have tricksters, this radical curiosity. But it's in reverse. This is something you've seen before. It says radical curiosity, seeing as if for the first time every time. Yeah, no, you've seen this bullshit before. So stop playing yourself. Card number 26, forgiveness. Hurt blocks our eyes, or blocks our light, but it's in reverse. So I feel like there's nothing to forgive. You know what I mean? Maria, I'm going to choose to believe they're both boys. I'm just saying. I'm choosing to believe that they are both boys, and we need to get nets to cover the openings for those egress climate areas. I don't want an actual pet shop down there. I don't. As a matter of fact, I'm about to call somebody, but no, I don't want them to be killed. No. That's the thing. I don't want them to be killed. Oh, maybe if I get like a fishing net and attach it to like a telescoping pole, I could just like scoop them up. Oh, do you think they would jump out? They would jump out. They would jump out. Fuck that. Oh my God. Can their paws grab? Holy shit. Oh my God. What if they jump onto the pole and climb up? Oh. Shit. Can bunnies climb? They can't climb, right? They just run on like level ground. I'm being serious here. They can't climb, right? They can? Oh my God. Are you serious? Can they wrap cup their paws around the thing and climb up? I'm scared. Fuck that. I'm not even going to feed them. I'm going to ask my husband too. Because for all I know, they could be waiting under the pile of dried leaves, waiting for the window to open. Oh my God. What if they're pissed about me using a rake? I didn't hurt any of them. I was trying to like scoop them along with all the dried leaves into the thing. They're designed to jump and run. For fuck that. We're going to have to call some type of something. What if I put some Benadryl in their water? Can I put Benadryl in their water to kind of like put them to sleep a little bit? I live in the wilderness. This is their home. It's literally their home. It's literally their home. It didn't bite. I'm fucking scared. I think this is a good time for me to allow my competitive nature to come out. Okay, I can't even do the reading anymore. I have like so much. I have so much anxiety all of a sudden. She's like, they're just rabbits, not bears. Boo, I'm not scared of bears. Rabbits, they're small. They move fast. They move fast. They move fast. I'm scared of guinea pigs too. Shit. Oh my God. I'm going to have a panic attack. Oh, they're just rabbits. They're just rabbits. They're just rabbits. They can't bite if you hold them, like I said. It's before I get to hold them. I mean, I was thinking of just like setting Joy loose, like leaving the window open. That's worse. Deb says they have fleas and ticks. That's so much fucking worse. Oh my God. I have a trauma with ticks. I gotta go, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. If I can get through this, I'm going live today. Yes, small, hairy, furry, fast-moving things scare the shit out of me. I'm not scared of big things. Little things scare me. I once had a roadrunner. Have you ever seen what roadrunners look like? I once had a roadrunner chase me. They're fast. They are fast. I'm not scared of demons. See, Annie, are you talking to Frey right now? Because I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of spiders. And he says that to me, like, why are you yelling? Because there's a spider. Yeah. And if you don't show me the corpse, the spider corpse, I'm not going back in that room. Because I don't know if they've escaped and they're telling their friends to come while I'm asleep. I'm not going back in that room. I'm not joking. I'm not going back in that room. I don't care. I don't care. and he's like, oh, you're not scared of demons, and you can cuss at a man that's like 6.5 feet tall, but you scared of spiders. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They are more scared of you than they are of you. Than you are of them. I don't believe that shit at all. I think we're equally afraid. Have you seen what I do when I'm afraid? The ways in which my behavior is not in alignment with the severity of the situation? I mean, that tells me right there they could freak out and bite me for no reason. This right here. This right here. They are all God's creations. Yes, so am I. I'm a daughter of God. I think God would like me to feel safe. I think God needs me to feel okay with my life. Okay? We're not just considering these little animals. I'm an animal as well. I am a member of the family of mammalias. Okay? Okay. So please don't gaslight me into making myself second to spiders and bunny rabbits. I'm just saying. This whole thing of they are all God's created. I am too. I am too. God doesn't want me crying and on medication because I got fucked up by a bunny rabbit. I'm saying, what about me, William? What about me, William? Do you see me having fun right now? Do you think this is a joke, William? It's nervous laughter. I'm not going back down there. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fucking good off that shit. Ticks? Fuck that. No. Girl has standards. Your girl has standards. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta go. I got myself all dizzy. I'm riled up. See, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Now you're gonna catch my whole wrath, William. Just leave them alone. They're all God's creatures. Just leave them alone then. That's what the fuck I'm saying, bro. That is what I'm saying. I'm leaving them alone, is what I'm saying. Are you an agent of darkness? Are you an agent of darkness? Are you here to upset me and drop my frequency, making me easier to breach? Is that what it is? You best believe I'm leaving them alone. We call it animal control. We call it animal control. Fuck that shit. They can control them, then they can control me because I'm about to go animalistic. Fuck that. They got ticks, yo, ticks. You know what ticks do? They give you diseases. Oh my God. I gotta go. Y'all, I'm gonna work on myself and then I'll be doing expedites later today. I promise when I come back, I'll be a whole person again. This fractured me. They're so cute. But they are agents of darkness. They carry ticks. The spawn of Satan. Fuck that shit. They need to go. And I got AC in this house. I'm good now. I don't need to go down there. There's nothing down there for me. Nothing in my future requires me to go back to the basement. No, I even catch mosquitoes and bring them out. Oh, well, look at you. A modern day Mother Teresa with your Snow White self. I'm not Snow White. I'm sorry. Mosquitoes, you suck on my blood, you die. I want my bodily fluids back. I'm just saying. Yes, I commit violence against mosquitoes. Not tripping. I gotta go. Bye, everyone. I think I'm tripping now. I gotta go. Bye.